Hey there ninjas, this is Pegasus177 and you're watching how to be a Black Ops 2 ninja. Today we are looking at the map Meltdown. Meltdown reminds me slightly of Drone in its layout, where the A-bomb is in the center of a large room with not much cover, only a few pillars and some shaded areas to hide in, while the B-bomb is at the center of a long strip, and this one has two sniper positions overlooking it. Now there's not many hiding spots to show for this map. It's kind of, both bombs are kind of exposed and out in the open, but I'm going to show you what has worked for me and it will hopefully work for you too. But before all that, I'm going to show you a quick little tip. Start off with a raid shield and immediately at the start of the round plant it into the ground. Go into your class selection and choose the class that you would normally use, say this one. Now you will be able to keep the other equipment from that class, but you will also hold on to the raid shield. This is a nice little trick to give you an extra piece of equipment to use in game. Okay, we'll start off with the A-bomb. The A-bomb is not planted that often, and the reason for this is that the defensive spawn can always make it to the A-bomb first. I normally come right down to this wall right here, which is funny because it's the only part that is not shaded, it's in the light. But from here you can watch people coming up the staircase there in front of you, and you can also hear them coming up behind you. If you want a bit more cover, you can go around the corner and stand over the porthole down. Now the one thing about this is if an enemy looks up before he starts to climb, he's going to see you, which means you may have to change position. But this is a pretty effective area. Of all of it, I think this part right here, anywhere in this area is the most effective to use. I sometimes pull a statue man here against this pillar. This keeps you protected from any view on the right hand side, and because you're doing a statue man you can rotate left and right to look at the staircase and back at the bomb site. Okay, let's move on to the B-bomb. Now I have a few hiding spots for the B-bomb. At least there's a few positions here that you can hide in. One that I use a lot is to come right down here, lie down against this little box, move right back into the corner, and this gives you pretty good concealment. A lot of enemy won't spot you here, and even though this is featured in a lot of ninja montages, people still are getting caught out by this one. So lie down right here and hold a piece of equipment out in front of you. Pretty well concealed. A lot of enemy come straight down that strip and run onto the bomb site. They don't look at you and they normally end up running in past you and planting the bomb. Another option is to come in here into the gaps between the turbines. If you lie down here and angle yourself out to the left, you'll be able to see into the bomb site area and most enemy won't spot you here or even come this far down. Another option that I use a lot is this grey box over here. If you stop short before the bomb site and move right in here behind this little grey box, this gives you pretty good concealment also. Most enemy won't travel this far down, they won't travel any further than bomb. I don't think they see any need to, and this gives you pretty good concealment as well. You can also stop short in here behind the barrels and keep an eye out. And another option that I use is to go up on top of the turbine, and this gives you a bit of mobility. The cylinder keeps you protected from the sniper position across the way, and you can watch both the back and front. You're able to keep an eye out the back for any enemy that may flank, and you can also move around the front to look into the bomb site. And one last option for here is if you move right down here a little bit, just be careful about it guys, you have to kind of stop short, but if you time this right and if you move right down here, you can lie down across the turbine. This gives you pretty good cover. You can see straight into the bomb site area and a lot of enemy don't notice you here. It also keeps you pretty well concealed from the sniper position. Okay, I'm going to show you a few bomb spots. The first one is a ballistic knife blade spot, and it is going to be planted right there where Nova is lying. You're going to come all the way back down here to your own spawn, move past the first lamppost and watch the notches on the wall, the little pillars. You're going to come right down to this one, go to the back of it roughly about here, look straight up, and you're going to have to line B up with the bottom of your screen. Now this is a little tricky to hit, you might want to practice this a few times, and every time you fire the blade, because you're not in a corner, it pushes you back ever so slightly and puts your aim slightly off. So you're just going to have to watch that. After you fire the blade, straighten yourself back up to look all the way upright and just make sure that you're still in line with the bomb. But when you do hit this, it's like the cargo one, it is an amazing kill cam all the way across the map and it looks pretty spectacular. Just have to get the timing right and practice it a little bit and you'll get an amazing kill cam like this one.
Good job, get ready for the next round. Switching sides.
Okay, again on B you're going to plant right there where I dropped the trophy system. Going to come all the way back over here to this corner. I'm actually taking the long way around here, to be honest, but yeah, if you go right up here into this corner near the entrance to the A bomb, push yourself right back into the corner, look all the way up and line B up with the bottom of the screen again. When you feel that you have it, just let the combat axe fly into the air, and this gets a really nice little bounce shot into that side of the bomb. You're going to see it here now again in the kill cam. It's a really nice little simple shot and it looks cool in the kill cam. Another one here found by British Shadow is if you plant right there into that little corner or that side of the bomb. This one's pretty close, pretty easy to pull off. If you go right back over here to this kind of yellow stopping bollard, jam yourself in the corner, turn around and use the kind of white gap in the cloud as your judgment for height. This one you're banking off the vent. It looks really nice when you pull it off, and it's just a nice little simple bank shot. Pretty cool in the kill cam, don't have to travel too far to do it, and looks pretty nice to pull off in a game. Okay, this time for the A bomb you're going to plant on the side closest to the defending spawn. You come right back down here into the gate, and if you can see it, it's pretty hard to see, but there's an aerial up on the top of the tower. There's kind of vertical lines traveling down left and right. The one just left of it, if you sit it right on top of it, just about there, this gets a really nice bank off the wall of the tower and back down into the bomb.
Good job, agents. Get ready for the next round.
Again, watch it, it's just lined on the vert right next to the aerial, comes back down and bounces right into the bomb. And one more for the A bomb. This is pretty tricky to pull off, but it looks pretty spectacular when you do it. Might want to practice it a little bit. You're coming right back out here. You're going to try and angle it off that pillar with the light right there. I think I may actually have been a bit too far in for the first one. You have to be out a little bit, right about there, and just angle it off the light and it goes back down into the left hand short face of the bomb.
Switching sides.
So that's it for this one, guys. It was a bit tricky to find hiding spots and bomb spots to use for this map, so a like would be appreciated on it, guys, because it took a lot of time to find these spots for you. But thanks for watching as always. Hope this helped you out. Next week we'll be moving on again with Overflow, and hopefully that map will be a bit more forgiving. But again, thanks for watching as always, guys, and peace.